It's a Gundam. He's just a piece of crap.
Hasan Piker is a supervillain, and I stand by this. You can quote me on that. When news outlets and articles like Vanity are trying to convince you he's the next best thing since sliced bread, that's when you ask questions. It almost seems like a concerted effort to make him a thing. The left's Joe Rogan.
People keep asking me about whether or not we need a Joe Rogan to the left, or whether or not I am the Joe Rogan of the left, and I keep repeating to the Democrats at least that like a Joe Rogan is not going to solve their problems. They need to change their policies. They need to actually, do real politics.
This dude is a political snake oil salesman that specializes in saying everything and nothing all at the same time. And only people who find him amazingly intelligent have the IQ of room temperature. Frankly, at the end of the day, when the left is going to Hasan Piker for ideas, and the right is going to Aiden Ross for help to appeal to the young people, we're cooked.
Based.
Shot Collar Gate was a perfect example of seeing a man blatantly lie, get away with it, and everyone who had a bank account that consisted of 7 figures was in the guy's corner. Well, on Halloween, our boy popped up dressed as Superman no less, and then tried to steal valor from the poor.
He seems like a nice guy.
This bullshit goes both ways. If you're wealthy and you critique capitalism, you're a hypocrite. If you're poor and you critique capitalism, you're jealous. Americans are so fucked sometimes. Exactly.
Wow.
I mean, I've seen both, for the record. Because I was dead broke and was critiquing capitalism. And then people would be like, yeah, because you're a loser. And now that I have money and I still do it, people are like, well.
Dick off! Dick off into a salad spinner and eat yourself bottom first, you feeble Disney remake.
And now a word from our sponsor.
I just found out something wild about stem cells. Stem cells are the tiny repair crew for your body that fix things that need fixing. Get me some now. And guess who's ahead of the curve on this? Joe Rogan. He's been talking about it for years.
I had a full-length rotator cuff tear, and the UFC gave me a doctor in Los Angeles, and he looks at my MRI and goes, you're gonna need surgery. I go, 100%? He goes, I don't know how you're using it now. It's a matter of time. You're gonna need surgery, so it might be better to do it now. So I got it shot up with stem cells. And this was the early days of stem cells in America where you could get away with more. You gotta go to Mexico now.
Most stem cell therapists are banned in the US, not because they're unsafe, but because they threaten big pharma's profits. And I don't want to get Epstein. If you could heal your knees or back without pills or endless doctor visits, the system would lose money. These treatments have been blocked in the US, forcing people to go overseas where it's expensive, unregulated, and out of reach. That's why all the celebrities continuously go to Turkey. But there's a natural way to support your own stem cell activity, and it comes from high-flavored coca, baby. Studies have been done to show that flavonols in coca stimulate stem cells to come out of your bone marrow deliciously. That's right, dark chocolate, but here's the thing. Flavonols are good stuff found in coca beans, but they're usually destroyed during the coca making process. Black Forest Supplements creates the first high-level flavonose coca powder. Only 20 calories, it's amazing in coffee and shakes. Isn't regular coca, it's stem cell fuel, so you don't have to feel guilty. And listen, this is the launch day Black Friday deal, an amazing buy one, get one completely free for only 48 hours. Trust the science! Hit the link in the description or the pinned comment and grab your amazing Black Friday deal while it lasts. Get out of here, get out of here. He's an animal. He's an animal. How dare you wear Superman's costume? Truth, justice, in the American way. Dude hates America, doesn't tell the truth, and justice should be applied the way he sees fit. This dude himself has said he was rich. Everybody knows he was rich. His uncle was Clint Yeager, bro. This dude got his start on Young Turks, then had rich streamers platform him back in the day. I cannot believe this. I am so sick and fed up of watching rich nepo babies larp that they had a struggle with 800 count Egyptian cut sheets. I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
You grow up affluent, as I did, right? By the time you get to college, even if you go to college in America where you get a slate wiped, basically, because you have no network in the same way in the United States of America, I still did not have to work to ensure that I took care of my family. That would have over my schooling in the process. You know what I mean? There's a tremendous amount of different societal pressures that I did not have to withstand.
Bro, this is a total DSP moment. We literally caught the man in a lie. We go back to an old video he uploaded where it proves he's lying now. But the difference is, instead of everyone calling him a liar and a jackass, his fan base completely stands this man. But then I shouldn't be surprised. He literally told these people, oh, I went on Craigslist and somebody gave me a $10,000 dog for free. You're listening to a man tell you about how everything should work and capitalism's bad while he makes $50,000 or more a month off of you people. Anyway, our fantastic guy here, the most sexy man alive. Oh, I should play this clip. This dude, I'm telling you, if he could have his ribs removed to suck his own, do it. He'd do it. He's got such Dennis Reynolds energy, and his entire fan base consists of Max.
No, dude, why are you bleeding?
Dennis scratched me. Mac was doing that thing where he tries to casually bring something up to me like I don't notice.
Look at me when you're talking to me!
The boy looks handsome, no? Not bad. Who is that guy?
It's unmitigated narcissism, and his fan base is there for it. They're like, yes! I don't even know how to preface this shit. I'm just gonna play it, dude. Like, Hasan runs around China, and he's basically being like a whole PR team by himself.
I don't have any sort of patriotism in my heart for any, for America, but just in general. I'm not like a very, I care about people.
God, I don't even know where the video is of him waving the Chinese flag. And I'm not going to look for it. I saw it and I kind of like put it out of my mind. Bro, people from Mexico will be over here waving the Mexican flag despite the fact their country's owned by the cartels, bar none, and they still have some patriotism. The only country I've ever seen that has people that have no love for their country whatsoever are rich socialists and progressive white people from nice areas. If Twitch or YouTube allowed me to become a multi-millionaire in this country, I would have even more patriotism than I have now. Even King Cobra had patriotism, and he had nothing.
No, it actually what my shirt says is a picture of American flag.
Yeah, American pride.
Gold eagle and pride inside.
God bless you, Coach.
Hasan Piker soy faces upon being gifted his first edition of Mao's Little Red Book in China.
Let's see this little... Man, help me, Jesus.
Chat.
Oh, no way!
It's a small one.
And it's the first version.
It's the first. Wait.
Yeah. Really?
Is that a Bible?
No, that's a Little Red Book.
It is basically.
The Little Red Book?
The Little Red Book.
It's the Red Bible is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some may say more important than the Bible. Some may.
Especially over here.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Look how he just smiles. They hand him the Communist Manifesto. Here's the book we read while we completely ran out all of our opposition and slaughtered them like dogs. And Hasan's like,
You know, here's another thing about this on another level as a content creator. When people who have large platforms go to China and tell you about how great the government is and how amazing the land is, like Hasan's doing right here in this next clip, that's because they're paid to do so.
My mind, in my conscience, I have already become Chinese. Okay? We were already white Chinese in this chat. I've already become full Chinese. Okay?
Please ignore the Chinese on Redbubble that hate Hasan Piker's guts.
so Hasan is white Chinese. Didn't he sit there and try and LARP literally like a month ago that he was a minority and people come after him because he's not white?
You guys are riding the dick of white men. Okay? White men that have lied to you in the past. They've lied to you and they've led you astray and they've hurt your feelings. And
ironic.
let me just start by saying that. It's sick. Okay? Like, you have abundant style consumption paired up with a centrally controlled economy.
The wage to GDP ratio in China is just 8%, which is even lower than Africa, making it the lowest in the world. How can consumption be driven in such a situation? Despite China's GDP being the second largest in the world, the income levels of the people don't align with it. Some users shared that over the past decade, wages have decreased even as education levels have risen, to the point where wages are absurdly low.
Recently, a viral video captured a chaotic scene at a Sam's Club in Shenzhen. Customers were seen fighting, shouting, and pulling each other's hair over a roast chicken priced at 40 yuan. The store descended into chaos as a crowd of onlookers watched in shock. As a membership-based supermarket, Sam's Club offers exclusive items such as a roast chicken. A single chicken can feed 4 people and is sold at an affordable price, prompting budget-conscious young people to jokingly call it the poor man's combo.
Economic system that has yielded tremendous development.
Infrastructure, bitch. Infrastructure. This dude is so full of shit.
Hasan Piker later defends Chinese Communist Party security forces, who briefly detained his friends, saying that was understandable because they were white and Chinese police had to be on high alert for white anti-China aggregator.
Whenever the police showed up, they thought, so that thing that we went to, okay? The flag raising ceremony is not in focus. Hold on, I'm gonna fix it. The flag raising ceremony that we went to is not a thing that white people normally go to, right? It's not normally something that like white people attend, right? And I assume that they are probably extra attentive and extra careful about people coming to do some fuck shit. Like, there's a reason why, for example, there were Chinese nationals on each other's backs, right? But I knew that like if we did it, we would get called out by cops. Because like by and large, especially like the government is aware of like how they are perceived, or how much like anti-Chinese propaganda exists out there. And I think the older people are also aware of it as well. But I think the younger populations in China are ironically enough less aware. Like the younger normies are less aware of the animosity that exists, which shouldn't exist at all, obviously, but unfortunately does. And it's almost entirely one-sided, entirely designed by America.
Oh, America's the bad guys in all this. Yeah, because it's not like China would ever engage in psyops, ever.
It's a joke. It's all a joke.
Why China block gay dating apps? I don't think that's true.
No, that's not true.
I think you saw that on Twitter. I don't know if that's true.
Yes,
Chatter,
Twitter.
This is exactly what I mean. If you get your notes from Twitter, which by the way, like you'll see, we're about to go to Chengdu. What's really funny about this is like China's gay as hell.
Yeah. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here!
Remember when he was trying to convince me like the Middle East loves gay people too.
Okay, outside of Twitter, here we go.
AOL News. Apple removes 2 gay dating apps in China to comply with the government order.
Weird.
I don't think that's true.
Apple said that it removed 2 popular gay dating apps from the App Store in China in compliance with an order from the country's cyberspace regulator, stoking fears with the country's LGBT community.
Hong Kong, Beijing, CNN. Obviously, this is another right-wing source.
2 of China's most popular gay dating apps have disappeared from the app stores in the country, reinforcing fears of a widening crackdown on LGBT groups and online content.
I don't think that's true.
But I need to not trust this, because it probably came from Twitter, and Hasan Piker told me otherwise.
Okay, but that's Apple. Blued and Finca, 2 of China's most popular gay dating apps, suddenly disappeared from Apple's Chinese App Store, fanning fears among LGBTQ people. Dude, that's Apple. Wait, this happened yesterday? Okay, I'm gonna go ask people if it's like still available on Huawei. Because guess what? Not everything you read in news media is as it seems, is all I'm saying when it comes to stuff.
His chat gets him to read an article that confirms what he was told after he disavowed it. He reads it, takes a hot second to come up with his rebuttal, and just goes, oh, everything you read isn't what it seems.
I'm amazed of his genius.
If it was something bad about America, he'd believe it. He wouldn't ask any questions. He'd go, that sounds about right. That sounds good.
Bro, whoa, wait a minute. Stop this shit. He's like looking at his own shit on his timeline. I'm just...
Variety. Twitch streamer Hasan Piker says his talent agency, WME...
He's with WME?
...told him to tone down his political rhetoric. He's getting a little too hot is what I heard. Did he heed the warning? No, because I'm a very stubborn. And if something is wrong, I'm going to call it out. And if I can't...
Variety. They've been sucking hit the last 3-4 weeks that I'm aware of. Get this out of my face, dude. Variety ain't shit. Somebody at Variety is just all about this man. Or he's paying to get these done. Any way you slice, I'm done. I can't. I'm not taking anything this man says as truth. Because he's lied multiple times. He's lied about the dog. He's lied about being broke. He's lied about having connections. Like, dude, for real? He called U.S. senators and then says he was making jokes at the Mandani inauguration. That wasn't a joke. You were dead serious. This is garbage. I hate content creation.